Former F1 Supremo Bernie Ecclestone has shot down expectations that Lewis Hamilton will win a record 8th world title at Ferrari, with the 94-year-old stating the Brit won't last that long at Maranello. Hamilton's early days at Ferrari have dominated news headlines, with all eyes on the iconic partnership, especially after a test crash in Barcelona. But while the world waits to see if Hamilton's big box office move will be successful, with the powerful matchup one for the ages, Ecclestone is not so sure it'll be an enduring one. Piero Ferrari, who has taken him there, still thinks they've done the right thing. I hope they have. I hope they haven't just jumped in and end up wishing they hadn't, Ecclestone said. Red Bull's top gun Max Verstappen heads into 2025 as the sport's highest paid driver, with the reigning four-time F1 world champion set to pocket a reported $65 million excluding bonuses. The Dutch star is the sport's hottest talent, with 63 wins and 112 podiums from 209 starts, ensuring he's on everyone's shopping list, including both Aston Martin and Mercedes, despite being inked with Red Bull through to the end of 2028. Lewis Hamilton's new Ferrari deal has allegedly brought him to within $5 million of Verstappen. His teammate Charles Leclerc is now well under him on $34 million. Aston Martin is the sport's latest squad to announce its launch plans, with the green outfit opting for a digital reveal on Sunday, February 23, followed by a filming and promotional day in Bahrain. The pressure is on Aston Martin to recover from its 2024 results drought, ahead of the major rules reset in 2026, and the squad has since shuffled its senior leadership team to up its game. Williams is set to be the first reveal on February 14, 4 days before F1's group launch. Ferrari is next, followed by Aston Martin and then the Silver Arrows. Pre-season testing is held from February 26 to 28. Red Bull technical director Pierre Vacher has revealed that the squad will focus on circuit-specific performance for the RB21, rather than creating a car that's easier to tame overall. Red Bull was under pressure from its rivals from Miami last year, with the RB20's narrow working range affected by slight temperature fluctuations or minor technical changes, causing frustration, and dropping the team down to third in the constructors' standings. But Vacher says that the car's overall potential decreases if you increase the performance window, and that it's far better for the team to locate the right window for the car at each circuit. If you can achieve that, why would you want to extend the window and flatten the overall potential of a car, he asked. Former Sauber driver Zhou has landed on his feet with a reserve role at Ferrari, alongside Antonio Giovinazzi. Zhou, China's first F1 racer, was originally part of the Prancing Horses Driver Academy, the FDA, from 2014 to 2018, before jumping to Renault-turned-Alpine's program from 2019 to 2021. The Shanghai-born pilot stepped up to a full-time race seat with the then Alfa Romeo-branded Sauber team from 2022 and stayed with the squad through to the end of last year. It's expected that Zhou will seek to parlay skills and knowledge from his Ferrari reserve role into a future race drive elsewhere on the grid. Alpine executive advisor Flavio Briatore has given a hint at reserve driver Franco Colapinto's progress, with the Italian revealing on social media he tested for the team last week in Barcelona. Colapinto, a standout 9-race stand-in at Williams last year, despite a number of high-speed crashes, was signed by its rival Alpine as reserve earlier this year as a competitive option. But while it's expected he could get the nod for a 2026 Alpine race drive, rumors continue that he could replace Jack Doohan mid-season, given the Australian's alleged 4 to 6 race probationary period. Doohan was also present at the private Spanish test where Ferrari and McLaren were testing for Pirelli. FIA President Mohammed Ben Sulayem has revealed F1 will have more than one race director in 2025. F1's race director role has been a revolving door since Michael Massey left, following controversy at the 2021 Abu Dhabi season finale. Eduardo Freitas and Niels Wittich were installed for 2022, but the former lasted until that year's Japanese Grand Prix. Wittich left after 2024's Sao Paulo Grand Prix, despite there being 3 races left. The FIA's statement said that Wittich had stepped down to pursue new opportunities, but the German later stated that he'd been sacked amid rumors of a disagreement with Ben Sulayem. Wittich was replaced by then F2 and F3 race director Rui Marquez, who's set to continue through into 2025. Though the FIA president says that he won't be alone in his role. There will be fresh blood and more than one race director, he said. The FIA has struggled to find a true like-for-like replacement for much-loved starter and technical delegate Charlie Whiting, who died on the eve of the 2019 Australian Grand Prix. Transitioning squad Sauber has announced it will open a UK engineering hub that it hopes will increase its presence and influence in F1. Sauber is on course to become Audi's official works team from 2026, with bases in Hinwil, Switzerland and Neuburg, Germany. But it's now set to build a third home, a technology centre in England's Midlands, to capitalize on technical talent in Silverstone's Silicon Valley, where the majority of F1's teams and suppliers are based. Providing the Sauber-turned-Audi project with access to an additional 25,000 professionals it can collaborate with. Expanding into the UK allows us to remain close to one of the world's most dynamic motorsport ecosystems, said Sauber boss Mattia Binotto. It's hoped that the hub, mirroring a similar solution employed by Red Bull sister team Racing Bulls, will be ready by summer 2025. Las Vegas's thrilling night race is set for an earlier start this year in a bid to snag more local American viewers. The standout event, which returned to the F1 calendar in 2023 after 4 decades, and with a new track layout and location that takes in the world-famous Strip, has now had 2 editions, both of which started at 10 p.m. local time for a 6 a.m. UK showing. But this year's event has been brought forward to start at 8 p.m. local time, 11 p.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. UK, to make the Las Vegas race more accessible to all Americans and build its fan base. This adjustment is based on feedback, insights, and experience from the first 2 races, expanding opportunities for fans to explore the destination, said a statement from the organizers. Ferrari's 5,000 Italy-based employees are set for a bumper payday, with each staff member set for a bonus of almost $15,000 after a highly successful 2024. The bonus, up $900 from 2023, was awarded based on Ferrari's revenues growing 11.8% to $6.93 billion year-on-year, while its net profits skyrocketed 21% to $1.56 billion. The Red Supermarque upped its production by 89 cars to 13,752 in 2024, with 6 new models expected in 2025, one of which will be electric. We expect robust growth also in 2025, which will allow us to reach the top end of most of our 2026 profitability targets 1 year ahead of schedule, said Ferrari CEO Benedetto Vigna. Thanks for watching. To stay up to speed on all things Formula One, make sure you hit the subscribe button.